everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are about to do a special event called The Rising. I have never done this before, so it should be pretty interesting. I know we get a little minion and a special item for it, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I hope everybody's doing very well. Gotta talk to this guy right here. Wandering Minstrel, his location is in the upper decks of Limsa Laminsa at 1113. So if you guys want to be sure to hit that quest up as well. So let's go ahead and get on to it. It says the Wandering Minstrel seeks an adventurer both willing and able to help put his finishing touches on this year's Rising celebration. Of course, this quest is available for limited time only. Alright, here we go. Of all coincidences, you will hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength. A 12th month passed. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last Rising. Oh, if only Kiara were here, I thought to myself, and here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we cast arms once more? My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo, who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsa Laminsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illuminate these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to the previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo, there you go. God, that's a tongue twister. Has expressed a strong desire to consult with the sordid adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower and I will introduce you. Oh, this is probably going to get copyrighted because of the music. Alright, where's she at? Well, not here. Below? Yeah, probably below. That's where this Mr. Bunny dude is heading. Ah, there we go. Lady Ayoyo. Okay, I'll shut up. Lady Ayoyo. One story adventure as promised. Blessings of 12 upon ye. Name's Ayoyo. Cannoneer first class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have ye on board. Oh, we're doing pirate talk now? Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair luminescent streets built, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Ayo there is quite savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen on her to formulate a plan for the display's crowing glory. Me and the other lads and lassies are the cannoneers whipped up a load of lovely little dark drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair. But more of the same ain't going to cut it for their rising. Because it's all about remembering those who lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite spectacular than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable statement, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such pregnant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of me mouth, dearie. Thing is, Avon already set foot out of Limsa in all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going on through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across the land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon a particular wisdom, mayhap it would bevolve us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us hear them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with some learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's the best place to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. Oh, about we meet in XIV Plaza down in the lower decks. While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussion with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the Ave Castle. Okay, so we gotta go to the XIV Plaza. Up this way? Yeah. You see them lights down Ocker's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival, they are. Every year when the streets are docked out for the rising, me earth fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on schedule, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do ye. I meet ye down by the ferry docks when we're done. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine day? Ah, information is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and the banging that fills the air in the season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering and setting off fire spouts. And all the ships in the bay now bedecked in the maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loneliness, of toughness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. Okay. Said 4 or 5, but so far that's only 1. No, there's another one right there. The streets are full of life, the sky full of fire, and the westry winds filling our surfer sails as it does our ears. Ah, I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? No, not really. Helping with the fireworks, you say? Good on, lass. Aye, a few memories of back then. If you've got an ear for 'em. I mean, if you've an ear to ear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Radzatan when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky, and that Joseph lantern that unglow in it. Like most folks, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. It reminds you not only of bad times, but oh, we got over them. Okay, here's number 3. Alright there, anything I can do for you? You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks. Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time, but I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, unlike most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swum out from the bottom of the Astrial Sea to see what all the crashing and banging's about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. And grateful to Beardaron for saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself. They might sleep soundly for another 12th month. Alright, that's only 3, so somewhere along the lines I missed one. Let's see here. Where, oh, where can it be? Where, oh, where will it be? Somewhere around here. Oh, okay, there we go. There's number 4. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them. Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out on the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together no matter how far apart we might be. That is the only request to you, that you make the finale as bright as boisterous as you can, that all who cannot gather this rising might still share in its message. I know it's only like a hop skip away, but still. Oh, looks like we're going to be getting into a cutscene. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did you find out? They want them big and loud. Same here was half expecting. Dang it. I can't speak fire it. Same ear was half expecting him to just take looking at the pretty lights. But it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories, oh, the calamity, still sit envy in their ears. But the Ryzen fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. So any idea for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon help lift those spirits up the most? Something grand and flashy. Let's say something that gives people hope for the future. Hope for the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea. Reminding folk that however dark it might be, dawn is just around the corner. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost after all, it's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those sitting sail for unknown shores. A vision of past and the future. An old bleeding armada filled Gladian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? That's settled then. The minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the Aft Castle, right? I'll see you there. Our interpreted adventurer returns and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see, a traditional Steerfang salute, not only the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks both of ye, but our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little along, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and grinded. Aw, you get Kryl. Cute. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up old fleets of ship across the bay and have them fire broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get a plan approved by the organization's committee and means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silver's tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher ups. If you two see me struggle, put in a word, won't ye? Of course, milady. Your cause is ours. Thank ye, my dears. Together, then, to the Coral Tower. To the where now? Oh, back up here. Where's there an eighth right near me? Up ahead? There we go. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. I'd been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Some other scurried souls had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Raynar and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might be still lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Equivocation. Equivation. There we go. Shall we then? Wanting to make a flashy display special, I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Ioyo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workers working through the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to preserve with this outlandish plan? Yep. I do, Commander. Every Lumensin's art, every Arosian's art still bears the scars of the calamity. All that lost, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future. Looking to the future too. And it's our duty to watch over folk. Keep them on the straight and narrow, like I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another. Sorry, I had a cough right there real quick. I reckon it's our duty to see him off to another year's journey too. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly you will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours? Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest of them are coming from the Black Sails. Of course, one won't forget that these buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ioyo would have us purely with 3 great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen. Fought and died at Cotonau, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who have fallen and all those who didn't, I doubt they'll answer the call again. I don't doubt they'll answer that call again. Sorry. God, I need some water. I wish you all the luck in the world recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well, then allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all my remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go speak with the pirates, lawless marauders all. Pray that you not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Give me a second, I get some water. There we go, that's better. A little bit. Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope I can count on you support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains Those far-famed scourges of the seas will prove rather less pliable partners than the Commodore Bernard did. While Rochman and the Sujin Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvelian of the Kraken's Arms is much more of a mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with the passion, that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion ye after, I've got that bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again, because my tongue decides to itself. In an aft itch, just say the first thing that comes into your ears, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, dearies. Let us eat over to the anchor yard and get this parlay started. Alright, I guess we can go ahead and sprint it up. Yeah, this way. I wish they would have put a crystal down here. That would have been nice. Instead of having to run all the way over. Thanks for coming. The reason we ask ye here is... Aye, the Maelstrom summons laid out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When my sirens fire broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the burning. Not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We have better things to be doing with our time. This is a rare occurrence to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Rosalind's. Our time is precious, and I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly, I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. So unless there is anything else... You would put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. No profit. How sad that the great caravan should lose his nose for coin. Yeah. I did not come here to be insulted. If you know a method by which the Krakens might stand to gain from this, I do not. Then state it, or else hold your tongue, or better yet, allow me to hold it for you. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in a city. Personages of higher renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw a lot working and with the Maelstrom, I do wonders for your public image, folks, who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a bridge pole if be queuing up to do business with ye. I do believe you had a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image and sod anyone who's too livery to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? If you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry. Huh. You do realize our days of pillage and every ship we see are long gone. Query my ass. Or ours. The sanguine sirens aren't about pirating life, though, are ye? You run almsmiths for the sick and injured and those with child, keeping themselves busy with odd jobs, such as come their way. Them's your utters, and folk who draw into the city see the grand display of your quarry. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog 'em in like I, and they make a killing. Provided they'd add all right permits to the Yellow Jackets, you're a shrewd one. Maybe I can lend them in myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. What of the executioners? There is no dishonor in linking arms with the Admiral Merriwebb and the Maelstrom, surely. You Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true. This is Limsa Lamensa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help, yet you've come our begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who needs to rise in most. The Black Sails only came together because of Cartonel. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the subset, but no. You fought like demons on those cursed flats. Made arrows of yourself and Mars. The way I see it, it's only right that those who lost the most, when they stood so to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to departing too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating now new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun. So it's all for our own good, is it? I'm eating back to the Estacia. Send word that you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartonel. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, Knight. Your reminiscence of trauma past. You do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray do not force me to restrain you again. I never once forced you to do nothing. You keep your hands off me. If you want to keep them, you randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ship will not ready themselves. And breathe. Guys, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chirping in when you did. Could have never have gotten him on our side without ye, right? Then Time to put the finishing touches on this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful. I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to Minstrel. You can grab it from him in New Beginnings, lass. May the Navigator's breath ever fill your sails. You did a great service, my friend, both Lady Io and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that I shall be ever grateful. I expect us shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together. Sure. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lastly come to me? It is a song celebration of encouragement for all who sail for unknown shores. Pray lend me your ears. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitifs, but we have now enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history is not meant for a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes place in all the diverse wonders that the wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be less trying To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever own drowned the same well-furrowed path. Yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from the waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And thought the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions. Sometimes, someplace, they shall cross again. It's almost time for the display to begin, the consummation not only for our labors, but the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm not going to sing. An expert from ancient marine song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail a year over the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal views, or eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one, a fitting sentiment to the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of the wide world, we should meet once more in the 12 months' time, and look up to the same sky together. You have unlocked the toy chest. Open the toy chest found in any inn room to play minigames. Additionally, certain notable passengers you have been seen to frequently the anchor yard and the rising do the same, and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. Soft, voicey blows across the anchor yard. Sure, we'll enjoy the sea breeze. You hear footsteps approaching, you turn and see. Who do you see? How about the Admiral? Kiara, this is a coincidence. Rainer was just telling me of the role that you played in putting in the display together. I'm sure all those who gathered in the city were to witness it as moved as I. A salute to all those who sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts, and give them strength and courage in the years to come. And a salute to the fallen too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartano. The men and women of the Black Sails, chief among them, and I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving the celebrations to an unmistakable touch of salt too. This year's rising was not merely an implement of her. I look forward to seeing how the future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I have kept you from your business for far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Limian and be on my way. Fare you well, Kiara. I wish you safe voyages for the years to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Well. I come to feel Limian's breath on my face and only to find a faithless besom whispering in the ear of another. How you been keeping, Kiara? I hear we got you think the reason display. Ioyo's been singing your praise from the fisherman's bottom to the coral tower. What? Surprised I knew her. This is a small place, lass. Air dry day goes by, I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck. Whether it's to sup on the finest food and wine of this side of the sea, or to clap in irons and those we've tapped on cakes, cask a touch too thirsty. Suppose an adventurer like you might notice and always coming and going as you are, but stick around in the city for a while and you'll see the jackets ain't just axes for ire. They're truly friends of old common folk. Ioyo was a trainer before the calamity struck, you know. Her master and a thing for fireworks. Every time they come back from their wanderings, they'd load her down and underweight of spouts and spinners they'd pick up from God's nowhere. Day and night you'd see her down in the market road bearing that sunny smile of hers that every passenger by her demnedest to flog the stuff. Enjoyed the work, I reckon, but that Dalamont fell. She lost her master and literally lost him. The way she tells it, if the calamity buried an old in her memory and fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face nor their name. She never forgot the fireworks, the amount of gunpowder that went in through her, and over the years she couldn't help learning a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with cannoneers later, as she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard that they were the ones to put in charge of this, charge of the Ryzen display, I knew she'd be the first to volunteer. The Ryzen, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her, and as a friend, they mean a lot to me. So thank you. Alright, we got one more to do. If it ain't me old pal Kiara, to beg the old bird for guidance to are ye? God, I hate pirate talk. So Joby said you add in, whatever. And in this year's fireworks, and not a bad job ye made of 'em neither. You might said Joby down in Hawker's Alley. I sent her to pick up some stock for the wench. But ye'd know that she brought me back. Only a bottle of bleeding blast Bacchus. Paid for it out of her own pocket, she did, to thank me again for saving her life. Don't know why she's so hung up about it. The girls paid me back in 100 times over in all her work over the years. Felt a bit bad accepting it, but, well, a bottle of Bacchus is a bottle of Bacchus. Reckon it's you who should be thanking anyway for that marvelous display. All the ships in the harbor and fire in the sky brought back memories, some good, some bad, but every one of them well worth remembering. And we ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I wager? Well, you can't rightly be striding out on an empty stomach now. Come by the wrench and fill your belly up. Alright, I guess that's that. Unless there's another... Take a look at the fireworks. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's see here. Let me go back to the main part. See if there's anything else we need to grab. I thought we were supposed to get an item too. We got cryo. I think we were supposed to get like a little table lamp or something. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I guess that's it. We were supposed to get like one of these. Rising vendor. Oh, there it is. That's 2,000 gil. Why not? And you could buy fireworks and stuff. Okay, well, that's cool. Alright, everybody, as always, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me on social. Details are in the description below. I follow all gamers back. Also, don't forget to ring that little bell so you get notified of all the latest uploads. And with that being said, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.